2ch2, past life. I basked in the warmth of the sunlight, streaming through the window, my eyes fluttering open to reveal the familiar room. Around me, memories of the previous night flooded back as I sat up, a small smile playing on my lips. Looks like I've been given a second chance, I mused, reflecting on the sudden rush of memories from my past life that had resurfaced. Finally, you're awake. Hearing the voice, I turned to see a peculiar blue orb hovering in front of me, its gaze filled with curiosity. You must be the legendary holy sword, I remarked casually, meeting its gaze with a sense of calm. The orb seemed taken aback by my composure, prompting it to delve deeper into the mystery of my identity. You've changed, Leon. I have indeed. Regaining my memories has altered me in more ways than one, I replied, acknowledging the transformation that had taken place within me. But that's not all. Your physical form has undergone a complete metamorphosis. WHO or you? Really, you've not only unleashed your aura, but you've also harnessed 5 new elements in addition to your original ones. The Holy Sword's astonishment was palpable, its gaze fixed on me as if I were a marvel of nature. Once a mere boy with a strong will, I had now evolved into a being capable of wielding multiple elements with ease. Grinning at the orb's incredulous expression, I teased, it's a long story, but I'll give you the abridged version. Care to learn about my past life? I inquired, locking eyes with the orb, which nodded in eager anticipation. Before I start, can you tell me your name? Oh, sorry, you lost your consciousness last night, so I didn't get the time to introduce myself. I am a clone of the Holy King, Rodrigo Caldias El Vivar, and the sword that guides this air is light. I am Elcid. Elcid said with a wide smile and with authority on his voice, trying to impress Leon with his speech. Oh, nice to meet you, Elcid. But to his surprise, Leon answered in a normal voice, making to him take an imaginary arrow to his hurt. It looks like now that you have regained your memories, you don't need me anymore. I feel like I have became a side character now, Elcid said with a downcast look. Seeing him like this, Leon smiled. You don't have to be sad. After all, it's all because of you that I have regained my memories. And who said I am not impressed? I a big fan of you. I loved to listen to your adventures when I was a kid, I said with a assuring tone in order to make him feel good. And I didn't said all of these just not out of sympathy, but I mean them. I respect him a lot even after regaining my memories and knowing that with my past life memories and Elcid I can become the strongest being, and it's all thanks to him. That's why I want to let him know that how important has he became to me now. Humph, of course you are. Now, these aside, tell me about your past life. I can't wait anymore, Elcid said with an eager look to know my story. Well, in my past life my name was Jin Mu, one, a last survivor of my sect, Northern Heavenly Sect. My father was killed by a conspiracy because of the other sects, which became afraid seeing our sect's increasing power, but spared me because of my father in exchange if he disband the sect and tell them the location of his sect's treasures. I survived alone there, taking beating and becoming strong in dark by learning the secret art which my father had scripted on the whole sect, and only I knew how to see them and read them. For many years I mastered them, and in those years I meet many companions who later became my wives. But what I wanted was not to settle down in hiding, but to take revenge on those who killed my father, and so I started killing them one by one, and finally I was able to kill them all, but at what cost? By becoming myself a monster whose hands were filled with blood of who knows how many people. At that time my wife supported me and saw me the people whose lives I saved by killing those people, giving them freedom. And then I again established my sect and lived my remaining life peacefully with my family and died, but it looks like my soul somehow came to this world where my reincarnation was and resided within him, waiting for the right time to merge with me. Telling my story, I looked at towards Elcid's who was surprised hearing me with a sad look. You don't have to feel sorry about me, but can you still think I am worthy to wield you? Even after knowing that I have killed thousands of people for revenge? I asked, with looking in his eyes to see any kind of hesitation, but to my surprise Elsid's expression didn't change. Of course you are worthy, even if you killed them for revenge. By doing that you gave those people freedom. Who were suffering because of them. And do you think I never killed anyone, so be proud of yourself. Hearing him I was surprised and happy at the same time. Thank you Elsid. And I am not letting anyone other than you. Who is a freak of nature to wild me, he, Elsid thought, smiling widely inside. That aside, but I never imagined you married more than one woman. With a teasing smile he said, making me to smile and scratching my head. Well, it kind of happened. So do you miss them now? Well, of course, but it's all in the past and we lived a very happy life, so I have no regrets. That's good. And what about that sword which I saw inside you? Elsid asked with a curious look, remembering the black sword which he saw inside Leon. Ah, it's the sword which I made in my past life. Her name is Snowflower. It looks like she somehow came with my soul, I said, taking out Snowflower, which started appearing from my right hand palm. That sword is really IML Resiven. It's really surprising to know that your body can balance me and that sword perfectly. After all, we both are completely different. If I am light, then your sword is dark. I don't even want to imagine what will you do in the future, he said with a defeated look but with pride, knowing that his successor is someone who is going to make the world go crazy, and it made him feel proud. Well, that's aside, it looks like I have to get ready or I will be late for the class, I said, looking at the time, sending Snowflower inside my soul and took off my cloths. While taking them off I realized that my body have become much more muscular, and my height has also increased by some inches. My face didn't change that much, but it looks now more handsome than before. You were right, and here by this you can see your status. Just as he said, a blue screen appeared in front of me, taking me by surprise. Name Leon. Nickname and class a hero. Who is living for the second time. Elements: light, sun, space, water, dark, electricity, wind. Level 30. Strength 205. Stamina 200. Agility 195. Aura 310. Skills: 1. Sword Mastery Basic LV. Max. 2. Martial Exoskeleton LV. 5. 3. Aura User Advanced LV. 7. Note: every stage has 10 levels, 1 the lowest, 10 the highest. Wow, it's really impressive, I said with a impressed look. By this I can see my progress, but there is something missing. Hey Elsid, why are not my skills which I know from my past life are there? Well, it's because you still haven't used them in this life. Once you use them they will automatically be listed there. Author note: so comment if you like the chapter.